Good morning, NY Yankee Mania fans. Joe Mania here. How you doing? Nice to see you with a cup of coffee and talking New York Yankee baseball. How's it going? We're doing a morning stream. There's no game today, so rather than just give an update, I figured I'd just come on live and spend a little morning brew with you. I hope everybody's doing well. And I wanted to, first of all, hey, Ken, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Um, I first wanted to go over all last night's scores first, and then we'll dissect the Yankee game. Um, First of all, in Major League Baseball last night, all the finals. The St. Louis Cardinals 6, the Cincinnati Reds nothing, Detroit Tigers 7, the Houston Astros 4. The Los Angeles Dodgers again mold the Miami Marlins 12-7, and we have the Colorado Rockies surprisingly win a game 2-1. Also, the Giants defeated the San Diego Padres 5-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim lost to the Mariners 9-3. The Indians beat the Minnesota Twins 4-2. The Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates squeaked by the Cubs 4-3. And the Phillies took care of the Nationals 7-2. Tampa Bay Rays and Kansas City. Kansas City beat them 3-0. Toronto with a great comeback towards the end of the game. Came back and they won the game 7-6 on the Red Sox, and they go at it again. The same thing with the Mets, the Diamondbacks. That was a crazy game at the end. A lot of action. The 8th and 9th innings. The Mets are always doing something, a big comeback in the later innings. And the Diamondbacks won that game 4-3. Milwaukee Brewers beat the White Sox 6-4, and the A's beat Texas 7-1. The A's are holding their own. So I want to give a shout out to people that are in the chat. Hi, good morning, Real Bill. How you doing? How's everything going? I hope that everybody there in the chat are doing well. If you'd like to discuss last night's game, what were you happy with? What were you not happy with? What are your thoughts on it and the upcoming series that's coming into Yankee Stadium with Tampa Bay? So I really would like to get your thoughts, everyone. That would be really good. A shout out to everybody in the chat. By the way, thank you everyone that watched the stream last night. We had received a couple of new subscribers, and that was excellent. Thank you so much. Keep telling everyone in Yankee Land that we're here. We do live streams. We do live talk. The chat gets involved, and of course, if you're new listening to me right now, as soon as we get our first 100 subscribers, we are going to have we're definitely going to have a giveaway, a very nice $25 gift certificate to Amazon. So you could do a little shopping, and that's a little token of my appreciation. So let's go to the chat, and let's go with Ken. Wells throw to send the ensuring Benson's clearing powder puff yelling match. Yeah, that was something, Ken. Hey, Ken, if you want to join the chat, by all you want to join the cast, please. I did just send you the link. You're more than welcome to come on. You always give a good insight to everything, so I would appreciate it. Went on a little bit early today. I wanted to. There's no game, so instead of giving an update, just wanted to go live and just say hello and say thank you to all the people that have been in the chat and have been watching us. and I really, really appreciate that. So, so with no further ado, let's go over the game from last night a little bit, guys. Obviously, it started out beautifully with Aaron Judge hitting the big 2-run homer. So that was excellent. So it looked like they were on their way. But with the Yankee pitching a little shaky once in a while, that is a problem. Carrasco only went 3 1/3. He gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. He had 5 strikeouts. So with Carrasco, you just never know, what you're going to get. Really, I mean, it's potluck. It really is. Tim Hill was okay. Usually he's Johnny on the spot. He did give up a run, an earned run, and 2 walks. Cruz was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. 4 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings. Devin Williams, basically a clean inning. It was a walk, but gave up no runs. That ERA little by little going down. Mark Leiter always gives us the thrill, but a lot of times he gets out of it. He's pitching a lot better. Well, I see Ken is waiting, so let's bring up Ken. Good morning, Ken.
Morning. How you doing?
How you doing?
Well, surviving.
Oh, well, that's good. Did you have a good bowling night?
Fuck no.
Oh, geez. Oh no.
Our bowling night
wrong yesterday.
Our bowling night went as well as the Yankee game did last night.
It was terrible. Shout out, by the way, to Sean Browning for all the questions and joining me last night. Now we will do that on time to time basis. By the way, we'll be done a lot sooner, but I'm glad Ken came on because he could tell you what he's doing next. Ken, your show in a little while. Go ahead.
I will be on at 10:15. We'll be doing a little bit of the series review and following with an open panel that we can speak our piece about this last series. Some baseball points. Everyone is invited up. Usually have a good discussion. So we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay. Well, one of our newer viewers has been on the chat the last about a week. By the way, today it's like a little anniversary. We are 4 weeks old, so we're a month old. The presidency is 100 days, and we're 1 month old. I want to give. Let's see what Jeff has to say. Good morning, Joe. Joe, glad to see you're on in the morning. It's easy to listen, to watch, or you. And my question is a rough game last night. Which do you think is a good? What do you think would be is going on with the team at this point? Jeff, I could tell you right now, the Yankees a little short in the pen. I don't know if you've been, you follow them religiously, but remember we lost our number 1 pitcher, Clark. Of course, Garrett Cole. He's not going to be back till sometime next year, so that was a big hurt. Clark Smith didn't start till about I would say a couple of weeks ago, and he's having problems. He has a few good innings, but a bad outing. Marcus Stroman got hurt also. So they're depending on a journeyman pitcher that pitched last night. One game he pitches well, Carrasco, and one game he doesn't. And they have some guys in the lineup that are stone cold. Although of course, Mr. Everything, Mr. Captain is doing fantastic along with Ben Rice. These are the guys right now that are carrying the team, but we definitely do need more. It looks like Anthony Volpe, little by little, his pitch selection is getting better. I still would like to see a little lineup change. I want to see a couple of guys going down the lineup. It's tough, just the way it is. You don't want automatic outs. That's the problem with this team. There's a lot of automatic outs right now. Of course, they were short at second base. I was very surprised they didn't play Cabrera at second base yesterday, and they played Pablo Reyes. I thought that was a mistake. But again, if it's analytics, I know. I mean, I don't know how much analytics you can have with Pablo Reyes. Yeah, take it away, Ken.
Why would you think Cabrera would be playing second base last night?
Well, he has in the past.
Cabrera's been our everyday third baseman.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I would have liked to have seen the two of them in there, and not Pablo. I just didn't want Pablo in there. I just think he's, he is what he is. I think I think we had a little better choice, and if the X-rays come out really bad, which I think he's going to on Chess Chisholm, which I think he's going to be out at least a couple of weeks. They have to bring Vivas back. No question in my mind.
They're not bringing Vivas back. No chance. No way. No how. They already have two infielders sitting on the bench. So why would you
release Pablo?
They're not going to release Pablo. They're going to probably bring up another bullpen arm. My bet is De Los Santos or Hedrick is going to come up.
Okay.
One of the problems that we've had is we've got two starters that can barely carry their weight in the rotation right now. Will Warren being one of them, and Carlos Carrasco being the other. Both pitchers didn't even make it through 4 innings, and our bullpen has had to eat a lot of innings. When the bullpen is eating 15 or more outs a game, it's unsustainable, and we are going to wear the bullpen out. That's why I think they're going to bring up another guy who's capable of throwing long innings. Hedrick was with us to break camp from spring training, and they were stretching him out to possibly be a starter. He's got plus stuff, is always around the freaking plate. So if we're going to continue to have to use starters like Will Warren and Carlos Carrasco, you got to have more longmen out of the pen. And Yoandris Gomez, the other guy, he was up last week, and he pitched 3 innings in a game. Another guy that was around the plate and did very well. So both those pitchers are on the 40-man roster. Both of them have length to them and could serve the pen very well.
Okay. That, great opinion from Ken. I disagree. I think they're going to bring up another hitter. But first of all, let's see what happens with the Chas man. There should be an update today on DJ LeMahieu, how long he's going to have to sit before he takes his swings again. But that is going to be a plus if he ever gets healthy again. So just quickly in the chat, glad to see everybody saying hello to each other. Real Bill says hello to Jeff. Jeff, if you see that, he's saying good morning. And also Sean Browning, how you doing? Thanks for coming on last night and for your great input. He says, I think it will be Hendrick. Okay.
Hedrick.
Cool. 2 against 1. That's good. No, but in all honesty, another one just popped up here. John the Beagle Dad, good morning. Good morning to you, man. You got your coffee, you got your Yankee talk. Right after this, you go right to Ken's podcast, which is great. You can put on the Yankee minor league game if anybody's lucky enough to have yes, or on MLB. They are going to be live at 10:30 this morning. So it's a little insight to see the junior Yankees go on. John the Beagle Dad, let's get him up here. No coffee, work. Awesome. I love those days, but I am resting now. Grueling working overnight for almost 30 years, and going back and forth. So it's an honor that I could just sit back and relax and whatever life it throws in our way. Hopefully, it's all good with friends, family, and loved ones. So I'm just happy about that. But enjoy your work. Good luck. Hopefully, you'll keep working for a very long time. Ken, it started. Ken. One thing I wanted to bring up. I called Amazon last night. Very, very upset. When I started the stream, and I went brand new on Amazon Prime, they were a half hour behind. So I was going on live with the Yankee pregame show, and look, and that was a bad look. I let them have it. I complained to the one of the top management, and that was ridiculous. That was honestly ridiculous. It's bad enough that the Yankees very, very, very rarely win on Amazon Prime, but that has to happen. And thank God that there was somebody on the chat that said, "Hey Joe, you just missed the Aaron Judge homer," and I was stunned. I knew it was 6:30. I don't know what exactly happened. But my apologies to everyone, but we quickly got it, and the rest of the stream went very well. But this can't happen. That cannot happen. And Amazon dropped the ball on that, and that's terrible. John the Beagle Dad says Amazon sucks now. Well, you know what? Right now, my opinion is not very high. It was an embarrassment, and I'm not letting it go either. I am sending a formal letter to the Yankees, to Mr. Steinbrenner. That's outrageous, and that kills radio cast, television cast, podcast. Regardless if they don't care, well, they're going to hear it. There's no question about it. I am not going to let that go, and I will let MLB know about it too. It seem small to everybody, but it's not small to me. You're trying to do a job. You're trying to accommodate fans, and they're watching the game or knowing that Aaron Judge hit a 2-run homer, and I'm watching Meredith Morakowitz do an interview. That stinks. No pun on Meredith. I love Meredith. But I'm sure, and I'm glad that the people understand and know what I'm talking about. Ken, it was something that can't happen again. Your thoughts?
Well, as you know, I wasn't in the stream yesterday. I was at the bowling alley, and in the bar, they actually had masks on. So I didn't realize, because I'm in a blackout zone for the Baltimore Orioles. I couldn't use the MLB app, so I didn't know that there was any lag. I was getting a soda and was watching the first inning before we got it cranked up. So I saw the first inning,
which was great. I would have liked to see the home run myself.
But part of the problems that I had yesterday is the network for the bowling alley was out, so that's why I couldn't comment. I couldn't see anybody's play-by-play and wasn't able to comment. And by the time I got out of bowling, the show was already over with.
Yeah, I had to make. It was very, very important for me to show my displeasure, and I'm sure other people that were watching were not exactly thrilled. They try to put it off. Oh, you didn't reset it. I told them I never went on. When I went on for the first time, just went on, it went to the pregame show. So I was assuming maybe there was a problem. I shouldn't assume, but maybe there was a problem in the ballpark and something was on. I don't put the voice on because obviously people are listening to me. If they want to listen to the TV, they put the TV on loud. So, but again, I'm not gonna. All I can say is thank you to the chat for understanding and staying with me for the rest of the game. I have to look back because I was a little upset. I know I thanked the person, but if you're on the stream right now, thank you again. I really appreciate it. And if you come and tell me that that was you, I really appreciate that. Thank you. But so obviously the Yanks were up 2-0. As soon as I put the stream on, there was a walk and then the 2-run homer, which I had already said. Uric is always a Yankee killer, and that just doesn't change. So, your thoughts?
Well, the Yankees do what the Yankees do. Come out the gate strong, and then stall for a crap load of innings, and then decide, oh, we're going to try to come back in the late frames. By that time, we end up seeing a closer who atypically is throwing close to 100 miles an hour, and we ended up biting it in the long run. We lost the first one 4-3, and we lost 5-4 last night.
Correct. It's up and down. It's up and down. But again, I'm not secure when you go with a Carrasco. I mean, it's good. It's a nice story. It's a feel good story. But come on, $300 million payroll, and we have a 38-year-old pitcher who's been a journeyman for the last 2 years, who's been terrible on the Met team and a few other teams. So, also, Ken, I don't know if you got a chance to, when you were home last night, if you went on the stream to watch or listen to the ending of the Met Arizona game, which I know your son is a big fan of them. What an inning!
Actually, we got home in the bottom of the 8th inning, and we watched the rest of the game. Arizona's got some problems. The team has lost AJ Puck, their original closer, long term with elbow issues. I'm thinking that he may be seeing Tommy John and be gone for the season. And then they brought the young kid Justin Martinez, who was, when he was facing us here in New York, was throwing 100-mile-an-hour BBs, 102 actually, and his velocity has dropped down to 96, and he seems to be in the middle of the plate. And I thought the Mets were going to come back and get him.
Oh yeah, no question about it. Well, today's an afternoon game, by the way, right? So they have one more game, and I believe it was a Yankee killer that since he pitched that great game, he hasn't pitched all that well. So who knows today? Probably, I would say the Mets have the edge somehow. It's just whoever they put out there, it just pitches fantastic. It's amazing. They did get a little bit of bad news, possibly again in the pitching staff, with Young possibly now may miss the season. So that's another blow to the bullpen. So we all have our ups and downs. Hey, shout out to Jason Castillo. How you doing, big guy? Good morning. How you doing? I bet you it's a kind of a surprise. But with no Yankee game today, and instead of waiting all the way in the night, and I said, you know what, I'd be a nice lead into Ken. And I said, why not? Let's do this for the Yankee fans. You guys were great with me in the stream. You deserve to get the latest news and happenings in the world of the New York Yankees. I want to touch on, Ken, the upcoming series. Now, Tampa Bay is always a pain in the you-know-what. What do you see? What would you like to see, the Yankees do a little bit differently? I know when the Yankees play the Rays, it's just hit the home run. If you watch a lot of the games, if you study a lot of the games, it's always wait for that homer. There's no hit and run. There's no nothing but Tampa just runs all over us. They have those nat hitters that hit the ball all over the field and drive the Yankees and the pitchers crazy. Your thoughts on that?
Well, It always seems like we're feast or famine with the Yankees. When it comes to the Rays, over the last 10 years, it seems like every time we come up, it doesn't matter what the Rays record is, they put on a clinic against us, and it's a dogfight no matter what happens. I
Definitely.
know that we should get off to a good start uh, in the series because uh, they've got Ryan Pepiot coming up against us, and we have our ace Max Fried starting that series out. So I would like to think that we're going to clean house a little bit.
Well, you would hope so. Yes.
Then the wild card game, we have Mark Littell, who has not done very well this season. He's, I think, 1-5 and has an ERA in the +5 range. Then the pitcher from us is hopefully getting better, Clark Schmidt.
Mm.
0-1 on the season, ERA 5 and change. And then the Sunday game will be Taj Bradley, who gave us fits the last time we saw him, versus who the hell knows what we're going to get with Will Warren pitching.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Although Warren faced them last week and got squeezed, he made 1 2/3 innings. The umpire was making bad calls, and he got pumped out of the game pretty quick. So they probably don't know what his full repertoire is because they didn't see him for very damn long. And I mean, they only scored 1 run, but he had a shitload of walks.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally agree. Today, everyone, I'm going to be spending time watching the minor league system. I'm definitely would like to put an eye to the game that's going to be on Yes in a little while we're listening and watching Ken. Another, I would definitely. I'm going to watch the Somerset Patriots tonight, and also Scranton Wilkes-Barre. It's always good to see next man up from Scranton or whatever, and see what we have coming down the pike. So today's a good day. It's one of those days where you catch up on everything if you're very serious about your New York Yankees and what's going on and what's coming on in the future. And obviously, one of the biggest names is Spencer Jones. We had a comment, Ken, last night from John Ferrazzo. John mentioned, and he specifically for you, he said he is very disappointed so far with Jason Dominguez. Your reaction, and what would you tell John?
Well, not surprised by that. Jason Dominguez, for all intents purposes, is a prospect. 2 years ago, he had 10 games up in the majors, a cup of coffee, not a lot of experience. He did well for the short time he was there. He came back last year, hit 179 in his second cup of coffee, didn't get consistent play, and just never got a feel for a new position and being in the major leagues. Well, he came up in spring training. The kid is still learning left field. Why the Yankee organization didn't have the boy playing winter ball out in left field down in Central America, I have no freaking clue. Or sending him to the Arizona Fall League, but that was a wasted opportunity. So he's up here trying to learn left field and on the fly. Learning a new position is tough enough, and hitting against left-handers, he's doing well. Hitting against right-handers, he was hitting like 058. So I think that the switch hitting projects could be should be abandoned. But if you look at Dominguez on the whole, his hitting numbers are in line with what I would anticipate any prospect is. I mean, anybody who's thinking that this kid is going to come up here and bang a 300 average, have 30 to 40 home runs, and think he's stealing 30 bases, being a 30-30 guy his first year out of the chute, is over expecting for him.
Mm-hmm. But he's still young enough to actually keep the switch hitting going. If he was like 27, 28, I would say, it's time to ditch it and move on. But I guess the Yankees still feel, and you and I, one thing we definitely agree upon is the hitting coach has got to go. That's what I feel. I mean, I don't want to talk for you, but I know in past talkings, there's something not right there. The players are not. I don't know. They're just not in sync with the pitching coach, that batting coach. I think they need a change there.
Well, I don't think that there's an actual team strategy for situational hitting with the guys, because it seems like every time they come out to bat, they're looking for the long ball.
No,
honestly, I can't remember. I think it was I can't remember what game it was, but there was actually a hit and run play. It's the first hit and run that I've seen all season long. It had to have been in the stream the other day.
Mm-hmm.
But with all the speed and folks that have contact, why isn't that being employed?
Correct.
Laying down a bunt in situationals is a good thing, but every time it looks like a Yankee tries to bunt in a real-time game, they either strike out or they pop the damn ball straight up.
Yes, they do.
How tough is it? How tough is it for a major leaguer to be able to bunt a damn ball?
No, I agree. Sean Browning says Dominguez did hit a home off of Verlander a couple of years ago. Yes, and that's all well and good, but he did it as a left-handed hitter. Remember, Verlander's a right-handed pitcher, so he did it with the. I mean, listen, I give him a lot of credit for hitting the home run, but he did not hit it right-handed. I mean, we got to put that out there. There's no way he hit that homer right-handed. He may have a home run, if I'm not mistaken, from the right side, but it's far and in between. And right now he's batting not even 58 or 68 at this point. And something's got to be done with that, because if the other players are in slumps, you can't depend on these guys. He's going to swing and miss. He's very vulnerable of hitting the ball from the ground up. And he misses one, and they're gonna throw it again, and he's gonna do the same thing. I mean, you would think that lay off of it, let the ball come to you. No, ball, they swing and miss. So what do? Of course, anybody with any brains is gonna throw the same way, and of course he swings and misses. Last night, the missed opportunity was so disgusting. So really disgusting. No reason for it. And the pitch selections. Let the pitcher, as I've been stressing like crazy on this show, let him pitch. The guy just threw 4 balls. Why do you have to swing at the first pitch? And I'm tired of hearing, he's got to come down the middle. Baloney. How many times when you hit after a 4-ball count, how you count? I can count on one finger how many times the next batter gets a hit, and that you can't dispute because it's the truth. I mean, one pitch. That's all we ask. Is that so hard? You see, nothing else is working. I'm sorry, Ken. Go ahead. I get emotional about it.
Really? You get emotional?
I get emotional, Ken.
Well,
You
put your
can't
big
help
boy
it.
pants on and get ready. I just pulled up Jason Dominguez's stats. Last year, when he came up for his cup of coffee, he hit 179 in 56. He had 56 freaking plate appearances. That is truly a cup of coffee. He hit 179, had 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 5 stolen bases with an OPS of 617.
Mhm.
This season, he has 92 at bats under his belt. He's hitting 228 with 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. He already has 3 stolen bases, and his OPS is 687. If you look at his career stats, Dominguez has 179 at bats. That's it, 179. His
179 too many.
horse shit.
Too many from the right side. Like you even agree it's got to
No,
be
this
this.
I'm not talking 179 from the right side. I'm talking 179 major league at bats, left and right.
Right. And I'm not disputing he can hit lefty. I don't, as long as he's hitting lefty, I don't mind. If he's going to strike out, he strikes out. But that's his strongest side. He bats like Mendoza line. Not even worse than the Mendoza line. 2 times worse than that. So you know what? It's time. Let's see what he can do against the left-handed pitcher as a left-handed hitter. The man is only 21, 22 years old. He can always go. You don't forget how to hit right-handed. He doesn't hit right-handed. That's the problem. I mean, do you want to suffer through that maybe another 300 at bats and he's still batting 150 and then we're going to come back and revisit this talk? No, I don't want that. The Yankee fans certainly don't want that are paying
But
thousands of dollars for them to see him
screw the
strike
Yankee
out all the time.
fans.
What?
The Yankee fans are the one that created this bullshit to begin with.
Well, listen,
When you got a kid who's
Verdugo.
20 years old or 19 years old down in the Dominican Republic being touted as the next freaking Mickey Mantle, that sets the freaking wheels going forward for some really truly unrealistic
Of course,
freaking
but the guy was
expectations out of that kid.
16
They did
years
the
old.
same shit to Bobby Mercer is the next freaking superstar outfielder for the Yankees, and they crushed his early career.
Hey,
And this shit has happened time and time again. It happened with Anthony Volpe right now being the next Derek Jeter, which is never going to happen because there's one Derek Jeter. These kids have to be able to be who they are.
But that's
You
the
can't come
media.
up with the weight
media
of the world.
kills you.
And being in New York, you know damn well that the media is like freaking barracudas there. It is like nowhere else in the world. And the pressure on these kids to perform is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. John the Beagle Dad says, I'm sick of this swing and miss stuff. Maybe if they bunted more, they would not be in such a drought of these hits. Oh, no question about it. But Aaron Boone, guys, your manager here, our manager, is not going to sit back and bunt his way. He's just not going to do it. But and another guy that Sean Browning brings out, Ricky Leday. He was a decent player. He had a nice little run, but he wasn't what they said. My God, this guy's going to be this and Dave Winfield and this one. No, of course not. You are Ricky Leday. You are Anthony Volpe. You are not Babe Ruth. You're not Lou Gehrig. You're not Derek Jeter. Why can't the media just report on what the player does and not what they think they're going to do? To sell papers? Well, you know what? Don't buy the damn papers. Listen to us. Come on here. We'll tell you the truth. We'll tell you what's going on. Don't put the pressure on. And then the players go, oh, we never look at the papers. Baloney. It's all over the place. You can't, especially when you're in New York. They're so hungry to sell these damn papers when you don't need them anymore. You have the internet, you have ESPN, you have the Yes Network, SNY. All of these places, listen to them. They are the ones in the know, not these five and dimers that they're just write in the paper and they put out all crap. And that's the problem with, especially living in New York and dealing with the New York media. They all think who the hell they are. And that's the problem. Sorry to rant and rave, but it's the truth.
Well, last year, Aaron Judge started April hitting below in the ballpark of 150. And the freaking fans actually had the nuts to boo Aaron Judge.
Of course. And they're going to, but then they will boo him in the playoffs.
And they questioned his legitimacy as a leader, said that Juan Soto, the one that's not to be spoken of, was the true Yankee captain and leader.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Aaron Judge starts hitting, and you hear crickets from all those jackasses that were on the narrative that Judge is cooked, he's done, blah, 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 blah. Now you have them this year when Judge is coming out of the gates. I think he's hitting like 427 right now.
Exactly, yes.
He has got some ungodly numbers that have him for the month of April in the Babe and Jody realm. All-time Yankee greats. So now all of a sudden he's a god among men. But what do you hear? You hear the negative fucking narrative once again. He's going to be great during during the regular season, but when we get to the postseason, he's going to choke. Well, jackasses, you ever think that he may be tired from carrying the fucking team for 6 damn months of the season?
Yeah, I agree. So the medicine, what is the medicine? If the Yankees clinch, rest him. Just put him on, maybe let him bat one or twice, get him out of the game then. If that's gonna move the needle for this man to hit. I mean, listen, I'm not putting the whole blame on Aaron Judge. We had 2 hitters late. The Yankees had basically 2 hitters last year. Once in a while, somebody else came but not many. So the bottom line is the almighty dollar. You're not performing. I'm paying good money. Well, then you know what, folks? Don't go. Watch it on Yes. Watch it in your local market. Don't go. Don't spend the money. There's no reason you're complaining, because if you were paying $30 for that seat like you did years ago, nobody'd be complaining like, oh, come on, Aaron, let's do. But when you're paying $500, $1,000 for that playoff ticket, they want action. They don't care if you're an MVP yesterday. They want you an MVP today. In a way, I can't blame them.
Your numbers are very, very off, because the average ticket for the postseason this past year was $4,000 a ticket.
I'm talking about the normal thing, up a deck. I mean, I know I had opportunities to go for $150, and that was up in the 420. Excuse me, that was up in the 420s. 311, 312 was $250, and I have the proof to it because I used to own those seats. I used to own 311. I owned 4. We owned 2 seats, 2 and 2, and believe me, they didn't go up that much. Not everything. It's all in the second and the third parties. And then as the Yankees were going down, did you see what the prices were going down? You can get a ticket on TickPick last year for $80 down right by the foul pole in right field, lower level.
See, I generally sit on the other end of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually over the Yankee dugout within 5 rows.
Oh, thank you. Of course you're going to get that. I sat there once, and it was because of a very rich millionaire who took a liking to me, and he said, "Hey, Joe, if there's anybody that deserves to sit over here, it's you." And you got treated like codbull. I mean, ridiculous. Every 2 minutes, sir, do you want something? Sir, do you want do you want the? Yeah, why? Look at the ticket. If you see that price, you go, oh my God, I could buy a bedroom set and I could buy a big screen TV. That's why.
Yeah, why do you think those tickets are that high?
Because, supposedly it's because the players, the economy, the way things are. What do you want? What do you expect? Everything is. You can't go to Madison Square Garden without your American Express Gold card.
How do you think they pay for a $600 or $760 million contract or a $700 million contract when your payroll is over $300 million? The shit don't fall out of the sky.
No, of course not.
And the Steinbrenners are solely reliant on the Yankees as their freaking stream of money. It's not like back in the day when George Steinbrenner had a shipping freaking empire and was the richest owner in baseball. These guys are now competing against $400 billion hedge funds with 26 owners. So when the people start bitching, go get this free agent, go get that free agent. How about we spend our money wisely? Don't go out and get those freaking ridiculous contracts that never work out on the back end. How about you have talented farm system with good players? The Yankee MO when we were winning championships is we filled our infield and outfielder with homegrown people. Right. On occasion, we make a trade, bring somebody in. Where we've always been weak is growing our own starting pitching.
Yes.
And we tend to go into the free agent market to get those. And those freaking guys are expensive.
Right.
But you look at shitty Yusei Kikuchi. That guy is a 4, maybe 5 starter in any rotation. He goes out free agency this past year, secures a $21 million a year contract. You're paying $21 million for a 5 starter on a 3-year deal. Completely ridiculous.
I totally agree. How do you pay Marcus Stroman that money? How do you I mean, it's just, it doesn't. Max Fried, okay, I can understand. He might bring you to the promised land. He'll help. And the last two,
I'll tell you what, we don't have Max Fried right now with Cole on the shelf. Our season is sunk.
Oh, definitely. I agree. 100%. 100%. And it may force the Yankees to make a crazy deal and get rid of one of the bright spots in the minors, like a Lombard or Spencer Jones. This allows them to keep them a little bit longer. I don't know how long, but right now, as we speak, we are 1.5 games up in the American League East. So they're not terribly worried about, oh my God, we got to get this guy. We're getting reinforcements in the next maybe 2 to 4 weeks. So that's what they're counting on. Jonathan Loizaga, as we call, like everybody here in the chat likes to call him Lasagna, he's key, because if he's healthy, he's better than what we got. That stuff is electric, but he can't stay healthy.
One of the things that you got Yankee fans clamoring about because of Carrasco and Warren, we got to go out. We got to get another starter. We got to get a real guy. We need to get Sandy Alcantara.
Yeah,
got to trade the farm for him. You know what Sandy Alcantara? You know what Alcantara is right now? 6 games in the season, he's 2-3 with an 8.3 ERA. So we want to trade the farm for this freaking guy who can't hold his own. Oh, he throws 99 miles an hour. I don't give a shit. If it's straight and over the middle of the plate, it gets hit. And he has almost a 9 ERA as a starter.
He's one guy that he would come here and he'll blow smoke. He will not pitch well here. Forget it, folks. Forget it. What we need back is Luis Hill. That's who we need back. And kudos to Sean Browning for that. Real Bill says, look at the Dodgers ownership, bottomless pockets. Yeah, we know that. You have the owner the way he is. You have Magic Johnson backing him up. You got somebody. I mean, Ridiculous. And by the way,
Yeah,
the Yankees do get at least 11% money from the Yes Network, if not a little bit more. And I'm sure that's a lot of money. So they do
yeah,
have
but part of this CBA that the players union is trying to negotiate, they're trying to get a bigger chunk of that too.
right. And there will be a strike. I'm sorry to be negative, everyone, but there will be a strike at the end of next year. But get ready for it. And if you want, I'm telling you, it's going to be the podcast you're going to be listening to very intently, because I am going on record. I'm telling you right now, there will be there. Unfortunately, I mean, they shouldn't. And I'm really hoping there won't be. But I'm going to tell you that this is real money. They're not going to. The Yankees, teams like that are tired. They're very, very tired of other teams enjoying their money, and they're not watchable. These teams, it's really ridiculous. Go and name me more than one player on the Miami Marlins right now. The average fan can't without going on the Miami Marlins site or on stats and find out. It's really disgusting. You go and who has the big names? New York, L.A., Chicago, the Cubs, Boston. Detroit's doing very well. These are the teams. There's some of these teams. It's disgusting. How did they survive? And then
Well, the thing that's bullshit is a team like the Yankees last year for the competitive balance tax, we paid $136 fucking million off of our revenue. $136 million that went to teams that are quote unquote small market. Pittsburgh.
I agree with you.
You know what they did? They pocketed the cash.
Yep.
Oakland, they pocketed the cash. Miami, they pocketed the cash. Arizona, you know what they did? They went and got Corbin Burns.
Yes.
So they put a quality player for a very good team on the field, trying to upgrade their team. What I freaking can't stand is these bastards taking our money and we being penalized because we're a big market team who spends money to improve the team and get screwed every freaking year since this collective bargaining agreement started. Then they say that there is no cap, but there's damn sure a Cohen threshold penalty. So our hands are tied. Some of the Yankees freaking bullshit is long-term contracts that people are sitting on the shelf. My estimate, over $92 million of our freaking cash is on the IL and won't be playing anytime soon.
And not even on the team, and we're still paying a couple of players, which hopefully this year is gone. And
Aaron Hicks is off the book at the end of the season.
Right.
I think we just kicked Josh Donaldson off at the end of last season.
Well, it's about time.
Rizzo is on a buyout, so we've got $6 million on him on the books this season, and he's off. And all these folks want the DFA DJ. Oh, that's $30 million. That's going to be dead money. No player, nothing.
Agreed.
So,
want to let everybody know for today, if you are available and have just hanging around at home, there's quite a few day games, guys. You have the Cubs and the Pirates at 12:35 Eastern. The Cardinals and the Reds 12:40. The Kansas City and Tampa Bay at 1:10. The Arizona and the Mets at 1:10 Eastern. You have the Twins and the Guardians at 1:10. Milwaukee Brewers and the White Sox at 2:10. Athletics and Texas 2:35. The Phillies again with the Nationals at 6:45. The Red Sox and the Blue Jays, good pitching matchup tonight at 7:07. Hopefully, Red Sox go down for Yankee fans and the Yankees in general. Detroit Tigers at LA, and then you have the Rockies and the Giants. So there's a full slate. Well, a lot of baseball today, depending, of course, where you are and how the weather's doing. So kick back your feet, everyone, and I think you'll enjoy. And it all kicks off not only with us, but then Ken in about a little over an hour and 15 minutes or so. You're going on at 10:15, right, Ken, or is it 10 o'clock?
10:15.
Okay, so at 10:15, you can enjoy that leading up to if you have the Yes Network, you can watch the Yankees minor league system. I believe it's an A game, but hey, it's still baseball, and there's still property of your New York Yankees. Just touch a little bit now, basically, on the upcoming series. Again, I would think that Aaron Judge hits Tampa Bay pretty decent. I think he's going to have a good series. I'm really looking for Cody Bellinger to really break out, and I'm looking for. Well, let's see. You want a lot. You want Dominguez when he's playing. Trent Grisham. One knock on Trent Grisham, everyone, and Ken, more than welcome to comment. Sometimes I know he's a great outfielder, and I'm not disputing that, but he does get lazy out there, and it's cost us 2 times. It's happened 4 times. He's booted the ball 2 times. He was lucky. 2 times. 1 time they scored. 1 time they didn't. So he's got to perk up a little bit on these ground ball base hits, to center field, because that could hurt us in the long run, and we don't need that. We don't want that. Your thoughts?
Well, if you look at it, there are no zero defect players.
Mm-hmm.
Players make errors, and it happens. Not necessarily because they're lazy. I know one ball in this particular series, Grisham went back and he turned the wrong way, I think, and the ball ended up bouncing in for a double. I think that was the first game of the series.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly think that he didn't catch the ball coming off the bat. So he was running to a location trying to pick the ball up on the fly, which anybody who's ever played outfield knows that is no easy task.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
And we're paying him $5 million to be our number 4 outfielder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that. In a way, thank God they didn't decide to dump it.
Well, go across the league and look at number 4 outfielders and find one that's better than him at the plate and in the field. That player doesn't exist on this planet. And I tell you what, at the end of this season, when Grisham is contract available or eligible, the Yankees won't be able to re-sign him as a 4 outfielder because he's a starter anywhere else in the major leagues.
Agree. Shout out to Real Bill. Got to run, guys. Breakfast is served. Have a great day. Stay safe and go Yankees. Yes, Bill, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate that. And it's good. It's good to have chats in the morning. We're always on in the late afternoon or early evening. So in the morning is not a bad thing. You guys seem to like it. Again, shout out from New York Yankee Mania to everyone that's been in the chat. And basically, we're going to start wrapping it up because Ken's going to get ready for his podcast, which we're gonna watch and enjoy. And Ken, final thoughts, whatever, and let's go Yankees. Give a thought on your series. What do you feel? And then we'll call it a day on the stream.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing on the channel.
Yes, please.
Yankees the Ugly Truth. Like I says, we've got a 10:15 stream. We're going to be doing a series review of the Orioles Yankees series. You're going to get the Ugly Truth.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have an open panel. Everyone's invited up for some Yankee talk. Tomorrow, between 105, 115, I plan on doing a Tampa Bay Yankees series preview. And that'll have an open panel also. I gotta run to the courthouse after my first show this afternoon. If I get back in time, keep your eyes out for notifications. I may do the play-by-play for the Diamondbacks and Mets game.
Oh,
And
cool.
and if you're wanting to hop on that, Joe, more than welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be fun. I just have a couple of things to take care of. Yes, thank you so much.
So
Ken, you're a big contributor here, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't. It's been fantastic getting to know you, not only as a broadcaster but as a friend, a true friend, and your family is wonderful. And again, I can't say enough. So everybody, please give a shout out to Ken because he's really the real deal. You know what his name says. He gives you the ugly truth, and you have to appreciate that because a lot of these people. Before we go, I came across. I don't know if you saw this, Ken, on the looking at podcasts. One of them that has over 1,000 subscribers actually came out this morning and said the Yankees made a big trade, and it's a shocking trade. And when you put out contact like that, and you have 1,000 subscribers, that's real hog. You know what? I don't like that. We will never do that. Rather, we have one subscriber or 10,000. We are not gonna unless we can verify a trade. But don't go saying there was a trade overnight and then a trade 5 days ago. Come on, give me a break, guys.
that's
Come
just
to the
that's just
real deal.
that's clickbait crap. And there there are some creators that are AI based that have a lot of that shit. I watch it sometimes just so I can get a good freaking laugh on what bullshit is being put out there.
Oh,
But
yeah. I won't give
on
him the time of day. If
on
it's
on
that,
on my stream, I don't do talking points. I like people's opinions, but I like them to be their opinions. If they support a talking point, then support the facts to me. If not, I'm going to dispute it with you.
yeah, I'm all for breaking news. I'm all for that, especially during the day. If you're on during the day, there's always a good chance that the Yankees make news. And by the way, everyone, if the Yankees do make news during the day, of course, you will get a short version of what's going on. Without a doubt, while Ken is on, I'll be watching anything that goes on. I will report it right to Ken, and so you're always watched here. As far as tomorrow the Yankees start at 7:05, so we should come on, I would say 6:30 with the pregame, and we'll talk about any news. Hopefully we'll have some updates on Chaz Chisholm Jr. And also DJ LeMayu. So a few things that we will discuss. Thank you, everybody. I know it was a little surprise. I really am happy with the talk in the stream and the people looking at us live. Thank you again. Ken, your final thought?
I will see you on Yankees the Ugly Truth if you have the time available here at NY Yankees Mania and the Ugly Truth. We appreciate all of y'all's support. If you haven't, please hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And if you have comments, drop them. Joe will
Yeah.
answer them for NY Yankees Mania. I will definitely answer them on the ugly truth.
Definitely.
So
I agree with you. And
I
the
will
best, well, go ahead.
I will close with my "Let's go Yankees," and we'll see you in the funny papers.
No, we definitely will. And I'm just going to close, everyone. Don't forget, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. This thing from Amazon. My card is getting cold, so let's get to the 100 subscribe, please. Let me put a trivia question out there, and we'll go one by one. The first one that gets it right and subscribes to NY Yankee Mania, you'll get it sent to you that day. I promise. Enjoy, everyone. Good luck on the stream, Ken. Have a good day, and let's go Yankees. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Definitely tomorrow, but you never know if there's a trade or if there's something going on. Yankee news. We will be here to share it with you. So good day, everyone, and take care. Love everyone. Take care.